You spent 2 hours sanding, polishing, and restoring your headlights. They looked perfect, crystal clear, like brand new. And then 30 days later, you walked out to your driveway, looked at your car, and felt that sick feeling in your stomach. Yellow, hazy, already turning cloudy again. Like you never touched them at all. That is not bad luck. That is not your fault. That is a trap, and it was built specifically for you. But right now, I am holding a folded paper towel soaked in a milky liquid that costs exactly $1 at your grocery store. Watch what happens when I wipe it across that hazy, unprotected lens. It self-levels, it flattens, and in 10 minutes, it cures into a hard, transparent, glass-like acrylic shell that your car did not come with from the factory. A permanent UV-resistant barrier, applied in 60 seconds, for $1. The detailing industry is going to hate this video. Welcome to the buried blueprint. I am going to show you exactly what that liquid is, where to buy it, and why billion-dollar detailing brands have built their entire repeat customer business model around making sure you never find out about it. If you are tired of being bled dry by an industry that manufactures your failure on purpose, hit subscribe and ring that bell right now, because what we expose here gets suppressed, flagged, and buried, and you are going to want to see every blueprint we drop. Now, let us talk about the trap. When your headlights came off the factory assembly line, they had a UV-resistant clear coat bonded directly to the polycarbonate lens. That coating is the only thing standing between your headlights and the sun. Ultraviolet radiation is relentless. It bombards your headlights every single day. Without that protective top coat, the polycarbonate underneath oxidizes, degrades, and turns yellow. That is the science. That is what is happening. The detailing industry knows this. They have always known this. And here's the part that should make your blood boil. When you buy one of those $30 headlight restoration kits from the auto parts store, they give you sandpaper in 3 or 4 different grits. They give you polishing compound. They might throw in a buffing pad. You follow the instructions, you put in the work, you sand through multiple stages, and your headlights look incredible. Clear, bright, done. But watch closely what happens next. They do not give you a proper UV sealer, not a real one. Some kits include a tiny, nearly useless wipe that they call a UV coating. It is a joke. It lasts weeks, maybe a month if you are lucky. They know this. The engineers who designed those kits know exactly what that coating is worth. And they chose to include it anyway because the alternative, giving you something that actually works permanently, destroys their business model. Think about that for a second. They engineered the failure directly into the product you just paid $30 for. You sand down to bare, raw, unprotected polycarbonate. The UV clear coat is completely gone, and they hand you a wipe that provides maybe 4 weeks of protection before the sun starts destroying that exposed plastic all over again. 4 to 6 months later, your headlights are yellow, you are frustrated, you are back at the store, you are buying another kit, and the cycle repeats. This is not a quality control failure. This is a subscription model. They are not selling you a solution. They are selling you a loop, and the only way out of the loop is knowing what they are hiding from you. Here is the part the detailing brands hide. The solution to this problem is not a specialized ceramic coating. It is not a $50 aerospace-grade sealant. It is not something you order from a detailing supply website. It is sitting in the cleaning products aisle of your grocery store, between the floor cleaner and the furniture polish, and it costs $1. Sometimes $2 if you want the big bottle. That is it, $1. Before I tell you exactly what it is, I need to tell you something important. This headlight hack is just the beginning. The buried knowledge goes much deeper than your driveway. Inside the complete buried blueprint vault, linked in the description below this video, you will find dozens of classified guides covering everything from stopping basement moisture with a $4 powder to sealing a leaking roof with a single forgotten product that Victorian builders used for 100 years, to cutting your energy bill with a $3 material that aerospace manufacturers tried to patent and failed. These are real, tested, cheap solutions that powerful industries have spent decades making sure you never connect the dots on. The link is in the description. Go there when this video ends. But stay right here, because exactly how you apply this changes everything. Now, the reveal. The liquid is called Acrylic Floor Polish. Brands like Quickshine, Mop, and Glow, or any store brand equivalent. You will find it in a yellow or white bottle in the floor care section of any grocery store, hardware store, or big box retailer. $1 to $2 for a bottle that will treat every headlight on every car you will ever own for the next decade. Now here is the science, and this is where it gets genuinely fascinating. Polycarbonate, the material your headlight lenses are made from, is a plastic. It is incredibly strong, optically clear, and heat resistant, but it is porous at a microscopic level. When you sand your headlights during the restoration process, You are creating thousands of tiny micro scratches in that polycarbonate surface. Those scratches scatter light. That is what makes a headlight look hazy even after you polish it, and without a protective top coat, UV radiation gets into those micro scratches and starts breaking down the chemical bonds in the plastic itself. Acrylic floor polish is liquid plastic, literally. It is a water-suspended acrylic polymer. It was engineered specifically to be applied in thin, even coats and to self-level, meaning it flows into and fills every microscopic imperfection in a surface before it cures. It was designed to withstand constant heavy foot traffic, scuffs, chemical exposure, and continuous UV bombardment on commercial floors, shopping malls, hospital hallways, school cafeterias. The engineers who created it needed a coating that could take serious punishment and remain optically clear. And they nailed it. When you wipe this polymer onto a freshly restored headlight lens, it does not sit on top of the surface like a wax. It penetrates. It flows into every micro scratch. It self-levels into a perfectly flat, optically clear film. And as the water base evaporates, the acrylic polymers cross-link, meaning they form molecular bonds with each other and with the polycarbonate surface, curing into a hard, transparent, UV-resistant acrylic shell. It does not just cover the damage. It permanently alters the surface chemistry of the lens. It turns your headlight into something closer to glass than raw plastic. The chemical companies do not want you to know this next part. The acrylic polymer in floor finish is chemically nearly identical to the compounds used in professional automotive clear coat. The difference is that automotive clear coat is applied with a spray gun, requires hazmat handling in some formulations, and costs hundreds of dollars when a body shop applies it. Floor polish is water-based, low VOC, requires zero special equipment, and costs $1. Same protective mechanism. 1,000 times price difference. You now understand why certain industries do not want these two categories of knowledge to exist in the same conversation. Now let us do this, step by step. Step 1. Your headlight must be clean and completely dry before you apply anything. If you are doing this as a final step after a restoration, wipe the lens down with an isopropyl alcohol wipe or a clean microfiber cloth dampened with rubbing alcohol. This removes any polishing compound residue, oils from your hands, or dust. Do not skip this. Contamination under the coating will trap haze permanently. Let it dry completely. 1 minute. That is all you need. Step 2. Do not use a circular sponge applicator. Do not use a foam brush. Use a folded blue shop towel or a clean flat microfiber applicator pad. Fold your shop towel into a flat, firm square. Pour a small amount of the acrylic floor polish directly onto the towel. You want it damp, not dripping. The liquid should be uniformly distributed across the face of the folded towel. Step 3. Apply to the headlight in smooth, overlapping horizontal strokes. This is critical. Do not rub in circles. Do not scrub back and forth quickly. Long, smooth, horizontal strokes, working from the top of the headlight to the bottom, overlapping each pass by about 50%. You are not polishing. You are laying down a thin, even polymer film. The self-leveling chemistry will do the rest. Use light, consistent pressure. 1 full coat should take you about 30 seconds per headlight. Step 4. Do not touch it. Walk away. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. As the water base evaporates, you will watch it go from milky and slightly wet-looking to crystal clear and hard. Do not try to buff it. Do not wipe it. The self-leveling process requires time to complete undisturbed. If you touch it before it fully cures, you will leave marks in the coating. Step 5. Optional but recommended for maximum durability. Once the first coat has fully cured and is clear and hard, apply a second coat using the exact same method. 2 thin coats will give you a significantly thicker, harder, more UV-resistant barrier than 1 coat alone. For a daily driver that lives outside in direct sun, 2 coats is the move. Total application time, including cure time, is under 40 minutes for both coats on both headlights. You can do this during your lunch break. One important safety note: keep this product away from your eyes. If you get it on your skin, wash it off with water. Avoid breathing the fumes in a completely enclosed space. Work in a ventilated area, like your driveway. It is a mild, water-based product, but standard safety practices apply. That is the entire process. Total cost, $1 to $2. Total application time, under an hour. Protection duration. 1 to 2 years of real UV resistance under normal sun exposure, significantly longer if the car is garaged even part of the time. And when it does eventually start to show wear, because eventually everything does, you wipe on another coat. $1, 30 seconds, done. Now let me be extremely direct about the contrast here. The detailing industry will charge you $30 for a restoration kit that is engineered to fail. Premium ceramic headlight wipe kits start at $30 and run up to $50, $75, even $100 for multi-step systems. Professional detailers will charge you anywhere from $100 to $300 to sand and coat your headlights. Body shops that spray actual clear coat will charge you $200 to $500 per headlight. And every single one of those options still uses some variation of the same acrylic polymer chemistry you just bought for $1 in the cleaning aisle. The industry prays every single day that you never make that connection. They have entire marketing departments whose job is to make sure that the word ceramic, or the phrase professional grade, or the image of a race car makes you forget that liquid plastic has been available in grocery stores for decades. You are not a customer anymore. You are out of the loop. If this video saved you money, if it made you realize how many other dollar store solutions are being hidden in plain sight while corporations sell you theater in a $30 bottle, then share this video right now. Send it to someone you know who just bought a headlight restoration kit that failed. Post it, because the only way this knowledge survives is if we spread it faster than it gets buried. Subscribe to the Buried Blueprint, ring the bell so you never miss a drop, and check the link in the description for the complete Buried Blueprint vault. The next blueprint opens soon, and what is inside is even